everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to Disney Trivia. If you have joined us before, we are glad to see you back. If it's your first time, we're going to have some fun. We're going to be doing quite a bit of trivia. We've got some giveaways as well. So welcome, sit down, relax, and we are going to have just a little bit of fun and get started here. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and let's take a look at our intro here. So we want to know, how does trivia work before we get started? And we are going to be going through 3 rounds. Each round has 5 questions. That is a total of 15. Little math for you on this Thursday. Now, answer types or question types do vary. Today, I think they're all open-ended today. So there's a lot of open-ended questions. We do have one round focused solely on Disney music, focused all on those Disney songs. So that'll be exciting. And we do go through at the end of each round all of our answers. So we will be going through those then. Now, I do want to call attention over there on the far side of the screen, just over that way. I am with Hi Ho Vacations. I am a vacation planner. If you are interested in taking a look at some quotes for Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, any of those or something else, let me know. I am happy to help you plan that vacation and have an amazing time with your family, making all those memories. And I am calling out, I'm wearing my Merida shirt. So yes, there is going to be a Merida question coming up here. So let's go ahead and we are going to get started with our trivia today. Wonderful. All right, round 1, we are focusing on the parks. Now, as you get those answers, you can jot them down on your paper. You can just say them out loud with your family and have fun and converse about that. Or you can also drop it. If you are on YouTube, dropping it into the chat, you can do that as well. So all of that is there for you. There are no winners, there are no losers. It is just about having fun. Here we go. Question number 1. At Disneyland, Walt did something for himself. So what was it that Walt Disney built at Disneyland for his own use? He built something. So at Disneyland, what did Walt Disney build for his own use? Take a second, think about it. Anybody been to Disneyland? I know I have. Definitely really cool to see this. Okay. Wait time there. Letting you think about it, talk about it, write it down. We've got a few more questions before we go over the answers for round number 1. So let's move on to round number 2. We are going to go from California over to Florida, and we're talking Walt Disney World. What is the fastest ride at Walt Disney World? Keep in mind, Disney World does have quite a few parks. So go through them one by one if you need to. We've got Animal Kingdom. Is it one of those? Is it at Epcot? Is it Hollywood Studios? Is it maybe at Magic Kingdom? Maybe it's Typhoon Lagoon when we're going down some of those slides. All right, so what is that fastest ride at Walt Disney World? Give me another second here and let's keep going. Number 3, round 1, question number 3. If you have never been to the holidays, or to the parks at the holidays, highly recommend. All of the holidays are fantastic. The Christmas season, the holiday season in winter is wonderful though. And at Magic Kingdom, there is a tree, a Christmas tree right there. Huge, huge, huge. How tall is it? Well, we've got Art Goblin thinks Test Track is the fastest ride, maybe. You'll have to see. How tall is the Christmas tree at the Magic Kingdom? That's why I didn't want to give some multiple choice this time. I thought, see what kind of answers are we going to get? Is it 5,000 feet tall? Who knows? All right, question number 4 here in round 1. How many Disney parks are abandoned? So Disney has so many parks around the world. If you were in our last trivia, we actually named some of the different parks and their locations. This time, though, we're looking at the parks that were abandoned. So there are some that Disney no longer runs. They're gone. They've been left to ruins, if you will. So let's think about these. How many of those Disney parks are abandoned? Okay. I don't know. Seeing some of those answers come through in the chat. Some good guesses here. Some good guesses. 3. It's a good guess. It's a good guess. All right, let's keep going. This is the last question for round number 1. And it is, what item is not sold in any Disney park? So it does not matter if you are in Florida at Walt Disney World, if you are in France and you are at Disneyland Paris or Walt Disney Studios there in Paris, not sold, right? Disney Sea over in Tokyo, it's not sold there either. Not sold in Disneyland in Anaheim. This item is not sold in any of the Disney parks. There's some other really good things sold at Disney parks, though. Some really great popcorn at Magic Kingdom. You can put candy in it. It's amazing. Looks incredible. All sorts of selfie sticks. No, I don't. Maybe that's a really great guess. A selfie stick. I bet we could find one though if we hunted for it. All right, let's go ahead. We are at the end of round 1. We need to get those answers. We need to see what is the truth. And so for number 1, Walt actually built an apartment above the fire station at Disneyland. So as you're walking into the park, there is a fire station, and up above there was an apartment that he built, and there'd be a light on if he was there, and not on obviously if he's not. So that is something really neat to know and very cool to see when you go to Disneyland. Number 2 was about the fastest ride, and we had the guess Test Track. It's actually Rock and Roller Coaster. Interestingly enough, Rock and Roller Coaster is themed with Aerosmith, the band, and you can see that right there at Hollywood Studios. It's right by one of our favorites, Tower of Terror. Number 3, the Christmas tree at Magic Kingdom, 65 feet tall. Not something that you can fit in your living room, typically. And then abandoned Disney parks, the two are River Country and Discovery Island. Now, I saw 3 in the chat, and we could kind of say 3, maybe. There was an idea to build an American history-themed park up around Washington, D.C. Never really came to fruition. So in that case, because it didn't come to fruition, we wouldn't say it was really abandoned. The idea was abandoned, but the park itself was not. So it is just the 2, River Country and Discovery Island. And the last one there, number 5, the last one in round number 1, gum. Gum is not sold in any of the Disney parks. Nope, because we have gum. Sometimes people spit out their gum, gets on the sidewalk and gets on the road, gets on people's shoes, and that's just not a very fun situation. So gum is what is not sold in any of the Disney parks. All right, here we are. We are getting ready now for round number 2. And this week, round number 2 is all about Disney songs. So we are going to start off a little bit easier, warm you up. This is where we're getting into my personal favorite movie, which is Brave and Merida. So number 6, what song does Ariel sing when she's looking at the human treasures in her grotto? So if you have to sing the song in your head, what is that going to be? Ariel has quite a few songs. This is from the time when Disney was doing a lot of animated features with characters that sang, musicals. Still seeing that, the resurgence of that with things like Moana, with movies like Frozen. But in The Little Mermaid, Ariel sings a song. She's going through all of her human treasures like that dingle hopper, and she's singing a particular song. Art Goblin thinks they know it. Okay. Let's take a look here. Number 7, Beauty and the Beast. There is a song in that movie, Beauty and the Beast, that shows when Belle and the Beast are slowly starting to become friends. This is a great one. We were actually recently on the Disney Dream. If you have ever sailed on a cruise ship, go ahead and give a shout out there in the chat. We were recently on a Disney Dream and got to see the Broadway showing of Beauty and the Beast, which was fantastic. So here thinking that song was in that too. The song was there. So it's which song is showing Belle and the Beast slowly becoming friends? All right. Might be a tough one. We're starting to get a little bit more challenging here. We got one last one that should be pretty easy. Should be pretty easy for those of you that are huge Disney fans. You've likely seen the movie Aladdin, whether you're thinking about the live action or the animated film. In both, we've got a little flying on a magic carpet. And while they are flying on the magic carpet, Aladdin and Princess Jasmine sing a world famous duet. Might be a little bit of a clue in that question. So while they are flying on a magic carpet, Aladdin and Princess Jasmine sing a world famous duet. Go ahead and think about what that is. If you are jotting it down, shouting it out with your family, dropping it into the chat, all of those are fine. Awesome. Very cool. Let's keep going. Okay, here it is. Here's the tough one. In Brave, Merida loves archery. She is a little bit rebellious, very much a free spirit. And as she is riding into the forest, off to practice archery, there is a song that is playing. She does not sing. It is not a singing movie, but there is a song that is playing as she rides the horse into the forest to practice archery on her free day. Oh, Arc, I'm seeing there. Yes, had a little debate, did you? It looks like on the title of that last song with Aladdin. So yeah, here we go, Merida. What do you think it might be? This is a great movie. Love this movie. All right. We are going to go ahead to our last question in round number 2. Question number 10. Cinderella. In the movie Cinderella, she sings this classic song to her animal friends after waking up early in the morning. What is that song that she's singing? So fun facts about Cinderella. As you're thinking about this one, I'll give you a little info on the movie Cinderella. Is post World War II. Obviously, entertainment was not a priority during World War II for obvious reasons. And so entertainment companies like the Walt Disney Company were not doing well. They were financially struggling. So Cinderella was the first real big feature film to be released post World War II. And it was really because of Cinderella that the Disney Company was able to recover from the economic struggles that resulted from World War II. Fun history fact for you. So Cinderella is a very important movie in the Walt Disney Company. It was a pivotal moment for the company. So hopefully you've been able to give it some thought as to what on earth Cinderella sings to those animal friends, Gus Gus and the like. Because it is now time to look at those answers. So let's take a look here. Number 6, Ariel is singing Part of Your World. I saw that one come up in the chat, and that is absolutely correct. It is Part of Your World. In Beauty and the Beast, for number 7, the song is Something There. That is what shows Belle and the Beast becoming friends. It is not the one in the ballroom necessarily, right? We're thinking back, they're throwing snowballs out in the yard, reading books. It's a really great part of the film. In Aladdin, they are singing the duet, A Whole New World. So good try, Art Goblin, with I Can Show You the World. That is a line from the song, but the title is, like you said, that second guess, A Whole New World. And that next one, 9, Merida. She's awesome. It's a great movie. She's riding into the forest. In the background of the film in that scene, we hear Touch the Sky. The name of that song is Touch the Sky. And last but not least, number 10 is early in that morning, Cinderella is singing A Dream is a wish your heart makes. So that is what Cinderella sings. Awesome. We are just about to the end. We have 5 more questions to go. So I'm going to pause because this next group is a little bit more challenging. Okay. We did have a little easy spot here with the music. A lot of folks know these songs, but we're going to get into a Disney mix. Round 3 is a huge mix, a smorgasbord, if you will. And so we're going to have a little bit of everything. Could be a little bit tough. So definitely talk it out. Think about it. See if you can figure it out. So the first one, what were Mickey Mouse's first words in a film? This is tough. You have to remember this was nearly 100 years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about, but nearly 100 years ago, because we are 2023. Yep. And so this was a long time ago. And I don't think any of us were here then, but hopefully we'll be able to think about and guess what Mickey Mouse's first words in a film were. Number 12, another one. How many Oscars has Disney Pictures received? So Oscars are film awards. Disney has received quite a few. They've been nominated for, of course, even more. But we are trying to figure out how many Oscars have they actually won. What is that number? It's pretty. That's why I didn't want to give so many options here. I was like, it's going to be much more fun to just guess. Have some numbers there in mind. Awesome. Number 13. This one, I know if you think about it, you're going to get it. Who was Walt Disney's favorite character? He had a favorite. Of all of the characters, think it's not going to be Moana. It's not going to be Elsa or Anna. They weren't there then, right? He doesn't know who they are. So we got to think about who were the characters in Walt Disney's time. Who is his favorite? There's definitely one favorite character that he had. We have another question very similar to this coming up. It's going to be interesting. Mickey Mouse, maybe? Okay, maybe. We'll see. All right, true or false? Walt Disney drew the first Mickey Mouse images and cartoons. Do we think that is a true statement? Yes, he did. Or is it false? No, he did not. So we're trying to figure that out. Did Walt Disney draw the very first Mickey Mouse images and cartoons, or no? Maybe he did not. Okay. We shall see. Interested in what you all think there. And last, but certainly not least, we are here. Round 3, question 15, very last one. Again, very similar to our other one that we saw, but different answers. Okay, I'm going to give you that hint. Who was Walt Disney's favorite princess? So there's kind of 2 clues. The first clue was that it's not the same character as the previous question, right? So he had a favorite character overall, but he had a favorite princess if we just looked at that one category. And there was one other clue that I've given you in one of our other questions. So one of the other trivia questions had a clue. I just did not call it out as a clue. So be thinking there. I gave you some justification for why this might be. We're trying to figure out who was Walt Disney's favorite princess. All right, let's take a look for our answers. All right, Mickey Mouse, first words, hot dog, hot dog. First words Mickey Mouse ever said on film were hot dog, hot dog. Disney Pictures, our Goblin, you are so close. 22 Oscars is what they have received. Walt Disney's favorite character was Goofy. Loved him. Goofy's a funny guy. And it's actually, so Walt Disney did not draw Mickey. It is a false. The answer there was false. His friend, Ub Iwerks, is the one who designed Mickey in 1928. So good try. That was a hard question, really hard one. And last but not least, yes, it's Art Goblin. It is Cinderella. Cinderella was Walt Disney's favorite princess. And the clue that I gave you earlier was I told you a little bit of the backstory about why Cinderella was such an important film for the Walt Disney Company. And is that why she was Walt's favorite princess? I don't know. We don't know. But it stands for good reason that is a good possibility. It stands in, yeah, it definitely could be because of the importance of Cinderella, what that film meant for the Walt Disney Company. So, more than likely. All right, that of course is the end. Congratulations. Hopefully, you all had a good time, answered some questions, maybe got even a couple right. As a friendly reminder, again, I am Tegan. I'm a Hi-Ho vacation planner. I'd love to help you and your family plan your next vacation to Walt Disney World, or Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, Disney Cruise Line, all of the Disney things. If you are interested in joining us over on Family Travels at Disney, you can find us on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you are interested in following us over on Facebook or Instagram, go over, like the page, join our group, all of the things, and let me know. We're going to have a great post in there about trivia. You'll find that. Go ahead and give us a quick like and a comment on that post, and you're going to be entered to win this fantastic goodie bag that we have got going on. This is a bag. It is awesome, big, nice drawstring bag filled with Mickey ears, autograph books. There are some really great pens. There are, oh my goodness, so many things. It's a pretty heavy one. We've got this awesome growth chart so your kiddos can see when they're going to be tall enough for the rides. Lots of good things in that bag, and you can enter to win that bag by heading right over to Family Travels at Disney, giving a quick like and a comment, and letting us know you were here. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.